Speaking of games, so this is Blue-Green Eldrazi here again. I was actually going to put this deck down after the NRG event, but since they banned Felidar Guardian and then they nerfed Mono Green Devotion, which I think were both hard matchups for this archetype, I think it's worth continuing to work on. So I've got a couple new ideas here today. We're trying out 4 copies of Brazen Borrower as like a pseudo 2/3 filler. This is a card that gives us a play on 2, and then there's also another 3-drop that's evasive on its own, but also lets us emerge Elder Deep-Fiend off of it. It's a spell that we can find with Once Upon a Time. I've also got 4 copies of Elvish Rejuvenator here. I've cut Rogue Refiner, and I think Rejuvenator is going to be pretty good. So one of the things that Rejuvenator does that's really sweet is you can go turn 1 Dork, turn 2 Rejuvenator, turn 3 Smasher, because you have double acceleration on 1 and 2, so you can play your 5-drop on turn 3. Yeah, the Borrower does play into the Elder Deep-Fiend plan a little bit too. So I've cut pretty much all the food package except for 3 Okos. It might be wrong to not have 4, but I'm just like trying other cards to get a feel for them. I've only got 2 TKS in the main since I'm trying to maximize on turn 3 and 4 Smashers with this build. So I'm rounding those out in the sideboard. I played just a bunch of Spatial Contortions last time. Today I've got some Warping Wails in here. And the reason why I've added Warping Wail is because with 1 less Oko and no more Wicked Wolves, I want more ways to exile Thing in the Ice. So Thing in the Ice is 0 power on the front side, so Warping Wail gets to exile that in the Phoenix matchup. Warping Wail also notably can counter sorcery, so it counters Treasure Cruise and exiles things, so it seems appealing. Actually, started this league off stream last night, so I'm 1-0 in this league, so we're going to play the last 4 matches here to start this morning. Just in time for spaghetti with the side of elk. Thanks for the 13 months, Border. Be sure to take a peek at the deck queue. Let me know what's in there that you'd like to bump up sooner. Only 14 blue source that because it's later than Borrowers watching later than played on turn 3. Not exactly, so it's harder to get too many more blue sources than that in the mana base. I guess I could play more Ipnus, but that's like a painful blue source. And the thing you're not accounting for is that both Once Upon a Time and Elvish Rejuvenator increase the virtual count on all of your colors because you see more lands for them every game. Alright, this hand really wants this Once Upon a Time to be a mana dork, but definitely keeping. Hey, Westlake, thank you for the 11 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Temple Garden Toolcraft Exemplar. Look at that. Didn't even need the Once Upon a Time. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the Brazen Borrower here. Since I've already got a lot of other threats lined up in my hand, and I want to be able to impact the board with some interaction here. Yep. So, Toolcraft Exemplar here gets bigger at the start of their combat if they control an artifact. So this attacks for 3 on turn 2, which is real big. And then this, notably, they can let this trigger happen and then crew Heart of Koran with this, which is a big deal. So now I have to decide what I want to do here. Being on the draw sucks. Welcome to Magic. I think it's just play Matter Reshaper. There's probably a pretty good chance they play something else to crew this with next turn. So this trades with Toolcraft Exemplar elegantly. Yeah, I just didn't have room for Veil. I think the deck's Veil is good against, like, aren't too challenging for us. So I've elected to leave that out. Alright, they're missing a land. Oko can Oko that. I think I'm going to take 1 more hit from this. I'm going to go ahead and deploy Thought-Knot Seer here and see what's up. And Jermoka's Command, Fleecemane Lion, Smuggler's Chapter. Yeah, definitely taking Jermoka's Command here. Because that could let them put a counter on this and then fight my Thought-Knot Seer. I think that card's actually very good in this format right now. Kills enchantments, which is good against the Nexus of Fate deck. Is a removal spell. It's okay against burn decks. Hey, DM, thanks for the 14 months. Welcome back. I'm taking another 4 to the dome here. Hopefully we draw an untapped land next turn, so that way we can play Oko and Brazen Borrower to petty theft something. A swing and a miss on the land. So that's Once Upon a Time, I think, here. That's an Elder Deep-Fiend. I don't know if that's quite what I want to be doing here, though. So they're going to crew both of these anyways, so I think I'm actually going to attack with the Thought-Knot Seer, because if they want to trade here, I think I'm okay with that. Am I okay with that? So they have another Fleecebane Lion. I guess this, like, holds the board down. I think I'm just passing again. And we're, like, hoping to draw another land next turn so that way we can double 3. Now the question becomes, would I rather take 1 less damage, or would I rather not have them loot? I think because they're missing land drops, I'd actually rather not have them draw and discard with the Smuggler's Copter. Oh, I just let them get to attacks. That was a misclick. I wasn't paying attention to what phase we were in. Well, you know. Yeah, that's going to happen at some point, Leo. We just got to, like, I also have to worry about stabilizing the ground. So, like, it's not just as simple as, like, play Oko and Elka Vehicle, because they're also, like, super wide on the ground. Yeah, and they looted into the land. Yeah, that was a pretty big mistake on my part. Really need an untapped land that doesn't hurt us here. Perfect. So this lets us cast Oko, Elk the Heart. Yeah, the fact that we were on the draw this game was huge. And then Brazen Borrower here can flash in to block Smuggler's Copter. Oh, am I just dead to a crew? I'm just dead, right? If they play a creature and crit. Yeah, we're just dead. Because all their things have 3 power. Or they didn't play another creature. God bless. Okay, let the goons come on over. Well, Borrower could block Smuggler's Copter. This is flying. Hand. Sure, so they're going to Elk the Thought-Knot Seer. And then do I just Elk this? I think I just Elk Brazen Borrower. Can I put the points from my Teferi Brawl deck towards Green, White, Enchantress, and Pioneer? You definitely can, Coma Cake. I'll get that added after I'm done today. If I never win a game, I'm blaming you. I hope you built the one that Saffron was playing and not the mess we played yesterday. Smart. Yeah, we're not dead on board currently. So like low bar. No, his deck was exactly the same. That's why I'm saying it was better than mine. Better than the one we played. Hey, thanks for the third of a year, Greenhawk. Welcome back. I appreciate the 4 months. He's got 2 thumbs and is dead to a Blossoming Defense. This guy right here. Hearthstone's released an auto battler. Will Arena follow suit? Well, Arena can barely play Magic, so I'm gonna assume no. Why would I elk the copter? Can you explain? Why should we do that? Elking copter does not seem like a good play to me because that gives them an additional threat in play. So like right now this has flying, but I have a Brazen Borrower that can block the Smuggler's Copter. Now that needs to get elked before they hit a 5th land. Okay, dead to removal. They're not getting to play Spire of Industry is sweet. I like that a lot. I draw another Dromoka's Command. Yep. We almost stabilized that game on the draw. I just like only had 4 lands and then all gas. My professional recommendation to you all at home would be to make sure you win your die rolls. Reshaper seems great. Reclamation Sage seems great here. Spatial and Warping Wail both seem fine. Aether Gust seems good. I don't know. Like they had Oko, I guess. Like I don't want to bring in. Like I already need to cut 4 cards, right? So like what other cards do I actually want to cut? I think it's probably just Smasher against their Oko. Smasher getting elked is not particularly good. I think I'd rather just have Spatial. Is Warping Wail not good enough? Is Wail worse than Gust? Maybe Wail is worse than Gust. I'd buy that for $1. Seems pretty good. Got better. Gust is good against Jamarco Span, that's true. Rejuvenator here. Need a second blue, so unfortunately can't take the Sanctum right now. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna make a food. This can't block, might as well attack. No, I guess that's not true. If they play another creature, they crew the copter. Yeah, I guess I should have left this back because I want to chump block here. So I don't have to chump block with Llanowar Elf. Yeah, attacking with this was a mistake. That's true. I do want a Deep-Fiend off the Rejuvenator. That's a fair assessment. So is this a Deep-Fiend turn or a Spatial plus Aether Gust turn? This might be a Spatial plus Aether Gust turn. I think with double removal in my hand, I'm just going to try and race them here. Double removal into Deep-Fiend. And like, Spatial this, Gust this. I could ambush with Deep-Fiend. No, I don't think that's ideal. I think I'd rather just kill their stuff. No, I forgot to post the usual message. Thanks for the reminder. My entire house is plague-ridden right now, so like... very off this morning. Yeah, just everyone's sick. Kids, me, Christy. It's all not great. Thanks for the 8 months, Butterfly. Yeah, that's another big part of Arena's problem right now. It just lags constantly. Yep, need to do some standard. There's like half a dozen decks in the queue, 10 decks in the queue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 decks in the queue. We'll see if we add more after that or not. All right, Oko goes to 1. All right, so what if I just like Oko my elf and smash them for... I think that's what I want to do. I think I'm just going to Oko my elf here. Deck smack them for 7. And then we'll use the Deep-Fiend to tap them off of blockers this turn. No, the Rejuvenator needs to get sacrificed to this, because the converted mana cost is relevant here. So, like, let this happen. Oko can die. We'll let them, like, play some creatures out here, and then we'll Elder Deep-Fiend and tap their blockers. Hey, Thistle, welcome back. Sometimes you have to refresh your tab to get it to pop up. The Tentacly Embrace. That'll get you into. Just queued up your stream on my computer. For some reason, the PC has 2-second delay compared to the phone. Weird. Usually mobile's longer. Are you using your mobile internet? Maybe your desktop internet, your broadband internet that you're using on your computer is having issues? Hey, thanks for the half a year, Thistle. Oko abandoned Brawl without a patch. That's good to know. That's how technology should be. And hey, look, we very handily won when we were on the play, and now we get to be on the draw. Which, break serving with decks that don't have Wild Slash seems tough in this format. SCN's very good, though. But it also kept 7. Scary. You just, like, not play your 1-drop on 1 3 games in a row. Sweet. That is a much worse 1-drop. I will take that one. Elder Deep-Fiend. That's why I've been working on this deck. EDF's my boy. I'm going to play Matter Reshaper here because it trades with Fleece mainline, and when this dies, it draws a card, so it's a really good exchange for us. Yep. Sure. Hey, thanks for the 12 months, mister. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Let's get your sword to go with that shield. So do I just spatial this and, like, shock this in Aether Gust something? I kind of feel like that's the line. I think I'm going to attack them, and I'm just going to draw step Aether Gust this Oko. So you draw step it because this way they've already drawn their card for the turn, but they don't have a chance to use their Planeswalker yet. So if they want to put this back on top, they can't recast it this turn. Yeah, they threw it on top. Hopefully they don't go like Land Gideon here. Yeah, I agree, Bikes. Noxious Grasp and Aether Gust are both super playable in this format. That's the thing. Yep. Yeah, Dispute's good too. I agree. So one of their 2 cards in hand right now is a second Oko. But I also have a second Oko. I don't know. Oko's like pretty good in this matchup, right? Just in general. So like topping it while they have another one isn't super unreasonable. Brutal. So our last card is second Oko. I think I'm just playing Matter Reshaper here. If they want a plus on my Matter Reshaper, I'm okay with that. I have Brazen Borrower to Petty Theft this clue. Hey, Dubby, thanks for the entire year of support. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good one wherever you are. That is sick. Trigger. I would love Sanctum of Ugin. Means if we find an EDF, we're going places. Well then. Well then. What are we doing here? So they have Oko plus one card I don't know at the moment. Confirmed going places. What do I want to do here? I mean, Magic Arena is the visual facelift for Moto. That's what it is. I wonder if it's crazy to just Rejuvenator here. I kind of feel like that's what I want to do. I want to get to a point where I can double spell. And this gets me to that point the fastest. I can't Oko and Theft. I don't have 5 mana. This is an Elk. Might be hard to see. This is an Elk, though. Rejuvenator lands are tapped, right? Yeah, Rejuvenator lands are tapped. I think it's just Breeding Pool here. It could just be Mutavault. It's probably just Mutavault, actually. I think I have plenty of colors. Yeah, I'm going to grab Mutavault. The fact that Rejuvenator lets us find our Sanctums and our Mutavaults more often is kind of sweet. It's been good. $14. Petty Theft, that one. Kill your Oko. It's trying to race them when they like have this Oko making food and they have another Oko in hand is pretty impossible. Yeah, Brazen Borrower is real good, I think. I think that was a solid addition here. Hey, thanks for the 15-month store, Cat. I appreciate that. Welcome back. So we know they have a second Oko in their hand from an Aether Gust earlier this game. Alright, so I have to chump with this Rejuvenator to keep my Oko alive. That's fine, though. Elk that. I have 6 mana total. So if I cast this, I can't do this. However, I can fire up this, attack 3/3/3/3/2/2 into the Oko and kill it. So that sounds great. Instead of me telling you you're wrong, Leo, tell me why you're right. Tell me why that's the correct play to make. All right, go. I'm just going to give them my Tentacly Embrace. I think I'm actually just going to diddle them off their green sources here. I could tap their 1/2 as well, but taking them off green mana seems appealing. I think when I board, I should make sure to always leave in one Smasher, because having a Smasher to tutor up here would have been good. I'll take a second EDF, like, that's also great, but, like, Smasher would have been better, I think. So I can actually emerge EDF off this Elvish Mystic. So I think the plan here, I guess that's not like a great exchange, is it? Yeah, actually, let's fire this up. Smash them. Make a food, play an elf, play a Brazen Borrower. So if they want to double block, they can kill this, but they take 11, and they're dead, so they can't do that. Sure. Yep, turnabout's fair game. All the rare and mythic invention creatures seem real good in this format. Bone Crusher, Murderous Raider, Brazen Borrower, all have been excellent in basically every deck I've played with them in. Yeah, I agree. Left Stroke Beast seems fine. Let's do this. Block one of their 3/3s. Sweet. Mom spaghetti, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's Eldrazi on your sweater already, but you keep on forgetting. The whole crowd rolls so loud you open your mouth, but the Smasher won't come out. He's hoping now, everybody choking now. Snap back with the Borrower. Yeah, I agree. The adventure mechanic in general is like one of the best mechanics they've done in a very long time as far as new mechanics go. Yeah, sounds fine. Smash back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. All right, 6 shots at a green source here. How do you decide when it's worth it to sack Deep-Fiend for another Deep-Fiend? Usually when it wins the game. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, chat. Hand meat cookie jar. Hand meat cookie jar. Moments before the accident. All right, now I gotta do the math. All right, we have a draw step 2, okay? Whew! Nothing but net. Nothing but net. That's a bingo. We are 89.8% to hit there. Just for reference. In six looks, we are 89% to find a green source. Land. That's super unfortunate. Man, that really sucks. We, like, took 6 looks and only found 1 land in 7 looks. Well, I mean, to be fair, 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. Probably, like, it would have been a 3rd mana dork. So, like, it was a third something either way. For what it's worth. Love a Botanical Sanctum. That's not gonna hurt me. Yeah, something. Shuffler broken. Wow, they sacked a land there. It's interesting. It's a nice elk. Wow, that's aggressive. Come on, untapped land. Rats. Hashtag never lucky. So I think I just Rejuvenator here because I want a double spell next turn. Maybe I want a double spell. Actually, I don't even know. I ain't even know, chat. Man, they are like aggro sacking lands here, huh? Oh, I lose my Smasher. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. So, there's another land. I think I just Oko plus Smash Vraska. Morning imminent. Yeah, the difference between any of that on land untapped or not. We also missed our 3rd land on 3 this game, right? So we like been playing a turn behind. And then we were like 2 turns behind, so the other land was tapped. Okay, I mean that's great for us. I was expecting them to chump block or kill this. I just have Abrupt Decay. Okay, that makes sense. Now, like, this is like peak magic, right? Like, we missed a land drop just long enough to stumble. And now, like, now we're flooded. Like, we were screwed for just long enough to be out of the game. And then we flood, so we're out of the game for a different reason. So this lets me smash Vraska, so something's dying. They're jumping, or Jace, or whatever. So I take the guaranteed Mutavault. I think I do, actually. Yeah, one Sanctum should probably be good enough, because we have to draw an EDF, right? Yeah, we have bottom two. I don't know. I mean, like, bottoming two EDFs means, like, there's two EDFs in our top, you know, there's only 42 cards in my deck and we bottomed 8. So, like, there's two EDFs and however many cards there, right? Don't Thoughtseize me. Don't Thoughtseize me. Don't Thoughtseize me. Have a heart. Are we winning this game? I think we might be winning this game. Mom spaghetti, knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on the sweater already, but you keep on forgetting what you wrote down. The whole crowd roars so loud you open your mouth, but the words won't come out. You're hoping now, everybody's choking now. Snap back to reality. They're at 0 cards in their hand, so like we're gonna like EDF them at their end step and like tap down blockers and like grab a smasher, kill their planeswalkers here. So, like, as you will. Heyo, Mr. Oni. Thanks for the 5 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a good one where we are. Hey, who's flooded up? This is actually a first. I actually have not, I've not hard cast this for 8 yet. And the Elvish Rejuvenator makes hard casting it for 8, like, way more reasonable, right? Like, the reason why we have all these lands is because we cast a bunch of Elvish Rejuvenators this game. So, like, they're gonna get to flip. They're gonna get to flip another Jace here. That's, like, not really a big deal, right? Driving in my squid, beep, beep. Hope no one wrecks into me. Now, maybe I should have left up blue here so I could emerge if they go to kill one of my other things, but I don't know, getting in for 2 seems good. Yeah, the Rejuvenator's been good. I played a league last night off stream with Rejuvenator. I tried Smuggler's Copter last night. And Smuggler's Copter was not good, but Rejuvenator was excellent. Yeah. We did beat the vehicles deck. Alright, so what if I emerge off of this and, like, go diddle, 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 diddle? Just, like, hey, diddle, diddle across the board, and then I can kill Oko? That seems appealing. Because this is an elk, but it's still a 5-mana elk. I did have enough mana to Reshaper and Emerge Reshaper. That's true, actually. I don't know, I get to fire up Mutavault this way. All I want to do is cast this card, chat. That's all I want out of life. So your tweet yesterday, why do Planeswalkers get so much hate from veteran players? The same reason Windows is the most used operating system. People are terrified of change. So they have Fatal Pushes and Thoughtseize in their bins. Neither of those kill giant squids. Thanks for 11 months, Shuffler. Cheeky Banana coming in hot with that brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. What if some flashback Fatal Push on a Reshaper here? Just like try and stay afloat. Battlefield, please. Well, we definitely want to kill Jace, right? So I'm going to send Elf and Mutavault at Jace. I'm going to send 10 at their face. Hey, Kenman, thanks for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome to Hoaglandia. Hope you have an excellent day wherever you are. So if they have a removal spell, they can kill one of these and chump block the other, but I think I'm okay with that exchange. So if they have a removal spell, I'm giving them the option to save their Jace here, but their Jace isn't doing much next turn other than making one of my creatures smaller. So, like, that's fine. So, yeah. So if they want to, like, burn a removal spell on my Mutavault and, like, block my land, I'm okay with that. Your thoughts on Seasons Past being playable on Pioneer? Seems like a sweet control finisher. Or just, like, leaving their goose. Sure. Yeah, deal. Go. Yeah, I've been enjoying this deck too, Drexer. Concur. Are you loco for Oko, chat? Are you loco for Oko? They go to 10 off this food, so I can't kill them this turn, which is unfortunate. This lets me kill Oko this turn, so that's great. So we'll kill Oko, hit them for 4. Brazen Borrower has been a real good addition to this deck too. Woof. That's real strong. Are they dead though? This might be too little too late. They're going to 8. Yeah, they're going to 8 and they have to chump block Elder Deep-Fiend. I guess they want to play the goose, so they chump with that. Another squid or Reality Smasher will kill them here. Oko's also not bad. If I attack with all of these, they go block here, go to 1. That's probably the line. Brazen Borrower being flying might drag us across the finish line here. Yeah, this is still that game where we missed our where we missed our 3rd land drop on 3, right? That was a long time ago. It's currently turn 14, but this is still the game where we missed our land drop on 3. So they can go to 7 here. So if this card's a blank, they're dead. Because this will be a 6/6, so they can eat this, and then they take 7. They gain 3 and gain 3. Asa Tenacious, thank you for the brand new Prime support. Welcome to Hoaglandia. Hope you're having an excellent Wednesday wherever you are. Gosh, Fabled Passage is like the best possible there. Gains them 2 life. Brutal. That being said, Courser was double green here for them. So they do only get to get their Scavenging Ooze to a 5/5, which means it can't eat Elder Deep-Fiend in combat here, which is great. How about that one, chat? Is that one good? Does one good top deck deserve another? Elder Squid. Do-do-do. Feel my loving tentacly embrace. My loving, loving tentacly embrace. You must be squidding me. These Deep-Fiends are great, tap their stuff. Ain't that the truth? Alright, so I don't want to sideboard here. I think I'm supposed to board out Smasher against most of my Smashers in these matchups just because getting him elked really sucks. I think I want to keep one just for like Sanctum of Ugin purposes, maybe. TKS is actually pretty good for that reason as well. So like, if they elk a Thought-Knot Seer, they don't get to draw a card, and it's a body that's bigger than opposing elks, which is appealing. Yeah, pretty much everything we play here on stream are viewer submissions, Kenman. You can submit your own deck ideas by following the details on my website there. Thanks for the 2 months, Clown Hairs. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I think one more cut here. Maybe it is just Smusher out. Maybe just like chaining Deep-Fiends is good enough. Nah, I don't think this is a stroke matchup. I think just Aether Gust is fine. I think it's possible I want a third copy of this card in my board, just 'cause it's like really good in this format. This seems relatively trim. Should we bring in Rec Sage because it kills Courser? That's an interesting thought. It is an interesting thought. I don't hate that. The Rejuvenators have been really good. I played a league with Rejuvenators off stream last night and they were great. The problem is like when they turn their food into, when their food turns into a 3/3, it's no longer an artifact. So I think Rec Sage is not quite good enough. I think Aetherlink's probably too slow. I think if you're looking for a top-end bomb for this format in Control, it's probably, what's its name? Torrential Gearhulk. I'm gonna keep this. They're playing kind of a mid-range deck. They're playing a deck with Thoughtseize, so like, just like, not mulliganing aggressively is correct here. So, as a heads up, I should probably put a command. I am effective immediately. I am no longer accepting sub-gifts as a way to add decks to the deck queue. Just as an FYI for people who are regulars and people who are doing that on occasion. We're reflecting back on, like, the average quality of, like, comments from some... Gifting subs to random people has a similar impact to... Gifting subs to random people has a similar impact to turning off sub-only mode. I've actually also removed, I removed the ability for non-subs to post messages with shillings as well, just because, like, thinking back on, like, how my mood's been and how I felt from streams, like, dealing with lots of low effort, low quality comments makes me feel negative, and I'd rather just not deal with it if it's optional, and it's definitely optional. So I know it's like feels bad for some people because it is a few people ruining it for everyone, but just, you know, doing things that make me feel frustrated with my job for no financial gain is not ideal. Does it justify a weekly increase of nearly, I don't know what that means, HSCR? Weekly increase of what? Stroke is real good against us. Oh, we're talking about something else? Okay, I thought we were talking about my stuff. No, sub-gifts can no longer add or bump decks in the queue. If you would like to give me money, and don't get me wrong, I would still love your money, you can bump decks with bits or donations still. Wow, that's unfortunate. I guess that was bound to happen eventually. Kind of getting punished for not finding another blue earlier. I could have taken another blue over this Hashep Oasis. And now, like, not having another blue is, like, kind of biting me. Correct. If you are gifting subs, it's out of the kindness of your heart and at the cost of my sanity. Yeah, I'd rather just have straight donations. When 10 out of 10 rather have straight donations rather than sub gifts. As the intention of no longer accepting them is to discourage them. Dead. Yeah, I think I should have gotten a third blue with that other resource earlier. Yeah, I think the red matchup with this deck is pretty okay. Sometimes you just die when they're on the play, but that's just like how Magic works. Magic has a lot of non-games in it. Some Beach, thanks for the 3 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, I agree, Bobby White. And honestly, something that I think enough other people don't consider is like while like this change is definitely to like ease my frustration with things, the like me being less frustrated and making better content, that turns into more revenue most likely than just like having random sub gifts and stuff like that. It's like nothing you ever do will please everyone, so you should always just like make choices that benefit you personally. When it comes to content, it's like do what's best for you. You have a goose. Honk honk. This hand is sick. It's a good curve for us here. Not really. So Fleecebane Lion's like a sweet stat line. The fact that there's no Lightning Bolt in this format makes a card like Fleecebane Lion a lot better. Sure, you also have an Oko. Peak Pioneer, I think you mean Peak Magic. I think you mean Peak Magic. I think I'm actually going to take Kalitas here. That card's real scary. There's a lot of people, especially with content that you see like chase trying to appease specific people. And I think a lot of especially newer content creators don't realize that they're like losing themselves viewers by trying to appeal to small minorities that they might not realize are minorities. Like the people that get annoyed that you're like going to sit there and explain every little card choice that you make aren't going to announce that they're leaving. They're just going to leave. What if I Aether Gust this food and then like smash this? I think I like that. I think I just want to get my hand empty so I can start using these Mutavaults. So I'm going to gust this food. I'm going to play Matter Reshaper. I'm going to make a food. I'm going to smash into Oko. Their hand right now is Jace, Vryn's Prodigy, Oko, and then one card I don't know. I guess I could take their Jace. The problem with taking their Jace is when you flip this, they get it back, so that's probably not ideal. One of the things that I feel like this format has really embedded in my mind nicely is the fact that restrictions breed creativity. It just like could not be truer. The fact that like there's so many There's so many cards and like things that aren't in this format, like the mana being worse makes the format lower powered and stuff like that. Oh, they do have a Fabled Passage, you're right, they didn't play that yet. And this game doesn't show what they draw to their hand that you saw off the top. So yeah, they 10 out of 10 have a Fabled Passage right now. If I just take their Courser, I think I just take their Courser here, right? Nice card. Missed 4 times in a row with Narset yesterday and had to sub to complain about it. We are here to lament with you. So, like, they have Anissa coming down next turn, but, like, you know, smash. These Mutavaults have been great, by the way. I think Mutavault's on the list. If someone asked me to make a list of cards that are currently underplayed in Pioneer, I think Mutavault would be towards the top of that list. I don't know, close your eyes and pick a card at random. You probably just play all the Thought-Knot Seer's main. This deck is markedly worse without Oko though. Oko is a uniquely individually powerful card. It's very, very strong. Alright, so if I make this a 3/3, they block 4, and then they take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. As you will. All right, locked for a 3/2. Sure. Hopefully this Once Upon a Time finds an Elvish Rejuvenator. And we just go like Elf Rejuvenator Smasher here on the play. Yeah, actually, I played a build of this deck off stream last night that had 4 copies of Looter Scooter in it. I wasn't super happy with that card, so I cut it for the set today. But I agree. The Dems won Kentucky, and the Dems won in Virginia. Which is just like... Virginia is actually a bigger deal than Kentucky, looking at historical data. I did play off stream last night. Played an entire league and then some off stream last night. Rejuvenator's been excellent. I'd encourage you to play more of it, Drew. This is my second league with Rejuvenator, and I don't think I'm pretty sold on that being a card I want to play. Yep, that's the thing in the ice. Goodbye, Lightning Axe. Hey, Panda Trans, thanks for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for supporting mine this month with that. Welcome to Oaklandia. Wonderful see. Thing plus Wild Slash, one of my dorks here. Your training to defend Oaklandia begins today. I just take that. We're probably dead here. Thinking the ice is the harder half of the opponent's deck for us to beat. Phoenixes we can race, 7/8's not so much. Yeah, unless they're like exceptionally unlucky here, we should be very dead. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the next one. TKS is really bad here. Warping Wail is great because it deals with their thing. Scavenging Ooze is great. Exiles their stuff. Dralion, thanks for the quarter of a year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. All right, what are my cuts here? What are my trims? I feel like it's like 2 Smashers and a Rejuvenator. A lot of state and local elections happened yesterday. Let's try this. Wail deals with thing. Yeah, Warping Wail exiles a creature with power or toughness 1 or less. So Warping Wail exiles the front half of Thing in the Ice. It also notably counters a sorcery here, so it can counter Charter Course and it counters Charter Course and Treasure Cruise as well. The reason why people keep talking about Texas is because there are Dallas and San Antonio and Austin are all becoming technology centers. And as you bring in more tech people, you have more people who are educated, and more people who are educated tend to lean liberal because education has a liberal bias. Yeah, Spatial Contortion is the other one. That sounds great. Yeah, someone asked about Okos. Not playing 4 Okos is probably a mistake. I just wanted to try other things. Like when I try new cards, I like to usually try 4 of them. Oko's a card that's very good in this matchup too because Oko deals with Thing in the Ice, which is their best card against us. Poor little elf. They lightning axing my elf? Deal. In. Yeah, elf took one for the team. How well positioned is this deck? Well, unlike lots of other people who are trying to sell you things or make themselves feel or sound smart, I have no idea what's well positioned, and neither does anybody else. So I'm not here to sell you snake oil. Like, Pioneer is a format that's largely unexplored, and past that, it just, like, had the two best decks banned out of it. So, like, the format's going to be developing and changing aggressively between now and the start of next year when they stop managing it aggressively. So if you're looking for someone to tell you what the best deck is so you can play it, no one is going to be able to tell you that, and anybody who claims otherwise is just looking to lie to you, so I'd ignore them. I think Green Devotion is probably still the best until proven otherwise. If you look back on the history, Kentucky's actually had a Democratic governor fairly recently. It is a big deal, though, because that state went for Trump, I believe, in 2016. We'll see. We'll see. If they flip 2 birds into play here, they still can't kill Oko, and, like, we have 6 power in place, so we're, like, kind of racing that. It went to Trump by a lot. Okay, so yeah, so that's why that's meaningful, because it went to Trump by a lot. All right, don't don't play a third Phoenix. We're probably dead to third Phoenix. I think 2 birds we can race. Fiery Temper, yep. I also heard that Bevin was wildly unpopular. I did hear that on several reports, which also helps. Okay, so they've killed Oko, but like I have another Oko, so you know, as we will. I mean, like, Trump called an election that he won rigged, so I can't even fathom how toxic the next election's going to get. Like, if he called an election that he won rigged. All right, so what do I want to do here? I think I'm just attacking for 3. We're definitely attacking for 3. And then the question is, do I want to EDF this turn or do I want to Oko? I think I want to Oko. I think I want to Oko and hold up Whale. Because, like, if they attack Oko next turn, he, like, is a gain 9, which sounds great. And they discarded a treasure cruise on their loot earlier, so I think there's a chance they cruise this turn. So, like, if they cruise this turn, I want to Warping Wail it. That's impressive, Conqueror. Sure. Mike the Knight, thanks for the 27 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. All right, untapped land lets us Elder Deep-Fiend. Driving in my squid, beep beep. Hope no one wrecks into me. Oh, I'm short still, right? Oh, I am short still. Oh, I'm dumb. Huh? Yeah. Maybe I should have prioritized EDFing the turn I Oko'd, if only because, this is a good lesson to learn, if only because of the removal. I think that's what I should have done. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that was a mistake on my part. Harness Lightning's an interesting one. I can't sack the creature to emerge and then also sack it to make a mana. Yeah, the token doesn't have a converted mana cost, is what you're missing. I think Ebgesh is a sub. Yeah, they're a 4-month sub. So people don't always, like, sometimes people just, like, mute and minimize the stream, which still makes them appear in chat. A timely smasher here might let us steal this. I am dead to 2 burn spells, though. They have a Fiery Temper and a Wild Slash. We were dead there, but we were not, thankfully. All right. I mean, the Eldrazi weren't really oppressive in Old Standard either. Just as like a short, brief history lesson. How does Devoid work on an Eldrazi card? It just means it's colorless, even if it has colored symbols in its casting cost. So cards that are Devoid always count as colorless. So like Protection from like red doesn't let you block a Devoid Eldrazi that was cast for red mana. Yeah, in modern was the place where the Eldrazi were obnoxious. That's exactly correct. It sounds fine. Thank you for enduring your abusive commute to work for her amusement. Thanks for the 3 months, Bib. I think the Eldrazi archetype can exist outside of green decks. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think they're probably just too slow and fair. Like non-green Eldrazi decks in modern like still had Temple to like ramp on occasion. I think not having access to Temple is a big deal. He's dead, Jim. You've killed him. I'm running an experiment. I need to get surveys filled out. Yeah, sure, minus the card. If you're in the subs Discord, you should link it there too. Feel free. Even if a card is devoid, its mana symbol still count towards devotion. I believe that's true. I believe devoid doesn't look at color. It just looks at the colors of the casting cost. But like EDF, for instance, it doesn't have any, right? So I think I want to just attack for 1 here because my hand is mostly mana. So I think playing my Oko out into an Izzet Charm Spell Pierce here is not ideal. And like they're still gonna get to use the Izzet Charm here, but like they're not using Izzet Charm to like counter my Planeswalker, so I think that's ideal. Just yes, Muspel casting. It's just a good card. Like these colors don't have removal otherwise as well. So like Oko like making 3/3s that are creatures generally bigger than those is a big deal. Dragon decks, yeah, probably. There's a whole bunch of the Dragons managed cards from cons are legal here. Hardcast Arclight Phoenix. Yep. Deal. Glory Banger is also very good. I agree with that. Oh, you know what? I should have been playing to this as a draw, and I should have played a green source last turn. It's a pretty big mistake to have not done that. Could have exiled that extra card from it. Oh, and I tapped off of Warping Wail. Good golly. Alright, I guess I'll just eat Maximum here then, so that way they can't kill it for 3. Yeah, that was a mistake. So, punted, fumbled twice there. Should have played this last turn, should have held up Sanctum of Ugin, so I can hold up Warping Wail. They can resolve a Treasure Cruise now. They have Dynavolt Tower. That's sick. It's sweet to see all the experimenting people are doing in this format still. Yeah, like, if their last card is Cruise here, yeah, their last card's totally Cruise. So, like, I could have been super far ahead here if I had played better. Yeah, it's kind of autopilot to spend your mana. And, like, those are things, again, like, this is a valuable game of Magic because I'm learning something, right? Like, my opponent drew 5 cards this turn, and I did not need to let them draw 5 cards if I had played better. That being said, beep beep. I think I'm not boarded correctly. I think I should probably have more Smashers in my deck right now. Should probably have all 4. I'm going to play this deck on Friday. I need to sit down and go over board plans. There's a Pioneer PTQ on Friday that I think I'm going to play in for part of the stream. If we have a deep run, we'll do a long stream. I think I'm leaning towards playing this deck in the PTQ. Yeah, I think Dig and Cruise have felt fine so far. I'd be surprised if those cards are too good. I'm really hoping this is a format where those cards can exist. I personally would enjoy it if I could cast those cards in this format. That's a good draw. Buys a bit of tempo. So do I just make a food? I can also make this a 3/3 and smash them. I kind of don't mind that, right? That puts them to 5. Yeah, let's just do that. Yeah, I think so, Aja. I think it's a little bit less relevant. They're attacking Oko. They probably have a Wild Slash to finish him here, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and Petty Theft this. And this gets Spell Pierced, but that's fine. Then Spell Pierce is not doing something else. People are bad at evaluating Magic cards. News at 11. Hashep Oasis with Reality Smasher is just so good. Just like, give my 5/5 Trampler +3/+3, kill you. Oh, can they cast all the spells here? They can cast all the spells here. We might be in trouble. Huh? Yeah, I can wail it in response, right? I think I'm just gonna attack here. I'm just gonna attack. Feel like I'm far enough ahead that I'm not supposed to be too aggressive here. So there's no free spells in this format, so that should just be going away. Transforming a spell does not cause it to lose its target, but they check on resolution and on targeting. So if they flip Thing in the Ice in response to Warping Wail, it's no longer going to get to exile it. I mean, like, they're at 2, and I'm at 13. So, like, their hand needs to be pretty exceptional here to not be in trouble. Why not play the Rejuvenator? Because I'd much rather have the option to play Brazen Borrower or sacrifice my food. Rejuvenator is not a lethal threat next turn. I guess it's like lethal adjacent with the Oasis, but I want to play Smasher next turn too. Oh. Hey, Philip Proctor, thanks for the brand new tier 1 sub. Welcome to Hoaglandia. Hope you're having an excellent Wednesday wherever you are. Yeah, my Borrower can block too, potentially. Yep. They have like a 6-mana cruise here. Oh yeah, this is our borrower. They already played theirs out. This is a 6-mana treasure cruise. 5-mana treasure cruise, whatever it costs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-mana treasure cruise. Squids have felt good. Both Rejuvenator and Brazen Borrower were good additions to the deck. I'm pretty sure. So they're just like dead to known information, right? They're dead on board, and they also know about the Smasher because they bounced it last turn. Do I do build-arounds? I do. All the details are on my website as always. As a heads up, the what's it called? The cost for Pioneer decks is currently very high because the queue is very backed up. Hey, playing for the Hawaii 5-0. Okay, look at all these burritos. Yeah, I agree, Abgish. In my experience, I felt ahead against Phoenix on average. Definitely not like unlosable, but I think the Eldrazi deck comes out ahead. Hey, Boomer 2K 10. Thank you for the 11 months. Welcome back. I felt very reluctant to run 3 colors in most decks. It's life loss matters, seeing as you can't just run good stuff without being punished by aggro, which honestly is a much better way to keep. Yeah, I agree. Concur. Alright, this matchup's okay. Losing. I don't know why I did this now. Obviously should have waited until my turn to do this. Was talking and chatting and clicking. This matchup is hard on the draw, but I think the opponent's deck is good against everything when it's on the play, so we'll see how this goes. Any thoughts on doing Brawl? No, Brawl sucks. I just like that's unfair. I personally don't enjoy Brawl. I'm glad other people out there are enjoying Brawl, but I personally find Brawl incredibly boring. Brawl is not my cup of tea. I think I'm just gonna Brazen Borrower this turn, and then hopefully hit a land to get to Rejuvenator next turn. Yeah, there's some videos of me playing Brawl from last week on stream if you want to watch me play Brawl and watch my opinions of it develop, but was not particularly happy about playing Brawl last week when we played it. Gosh, maybe I'm just supposed to bounce Smuggler's Copter there because it costs more land. I even added a 23rd land to this deck. Just like peak magic. Just like lost the die roll. Then like kept a 2-lander, turn 3 on the draw, miss your 3rd land drop. Hashtag never lucky. To the 14 months, Lorewyn Soldier, welcome back. I think we're probably dead here. If I draw like a colorless land next turn and we can play TKS, maybe we can survive, but I think otherwise we're just going to be too far behind here between being on the draw and then missing a land drop. I mean, like, Oko wasn't even the reason I didn't enjoy Brawl. Like, we conceded to all of the Okos. And like the matches still weren't fun, in my opinion. We're 4-0. Currently down a game, but 4-0 in the set. Think I want to just trim Rejuvenator here. Is Rec Sage a thing versus Copter? It might be, actually. I don't hate that. It also kills Eidolon if they have Eidolon in their deck. And that's good. And usually we just like take our curve and drag it down, and you'll note that I even cut Sanctum of Ugin here because I'm pulling my curve down and cutting the things that trigger it. I mean, Mono Blue has literally been posting a bunch of 5-0s, so to answer your question, no, I don't think it's bad. Maybe I'm supposed to mulligan this. Two lands that hurt me, maybe I'm supposed to mulligan this. Hopefully this finds me like a Botanical Sanctum. Alright, I'll take a Breeding Pool. Actually, maybe I'm supposed to take Matter Reshaper there. I can go either way on that. If they kill this, I'm happy I took the Breeding Pool. Yeah, I always give feedback on deck lists. You should post them in the subscriber Discord. And then myself and other people can give you feedback on them. Look at that. Nothing but net, chat. Nothing but net. I actually think mono white aggro is very reasonable for what it's worth. Yeah, I also just don't think the blue-green creature land's very good, Bobby. I think Mutavault's a much better creature land. Like, the blue-green creature land requires you to spend 5 mana to deal 3 damage, whereas Mutavault requires you to spend 2 mana to deal 2 damage. It's a much more efficient rate, basically. I'm gonna once here. I'm doing it at sorcery speed in case I draw an elf. I'm gonna take the island rather than the Mutavault here, because I would like to be able to do this without taking damage. In. This is a 3-color deck. Colorless is a color. Is a clue a magic card? That's the answer to your question. Is a clue a magic card? It's actually a pretty good draw. They do not. Team Darkwater, they're purely an engagement driver. Vomit. Super punished. I guess I'll cast this now to try and hit my land for next turn. That's kind of appealing. I think I'm just supposed to take a Sanctum, though. Nah, I'm going to take Scavenging Ooze. I think you're completely off base with your assessment there. I think Thought-Knot Seer is awful against Phoenix because Thought-Knot Seer notably... your deck just has so many cards that draw cards that, like, taking your best card at any given point doesn't really accomplish anything. Alright, so down to 2. Their last card is Rampaging Ferocidon. Hey, Rivera, thanks for the 20 months. The very generous tier 3 at that. Welcome back. Des Beef, thanks for the 7 months. I clicked the dopamine box and got 50 shillings and made a huge mistake. Huh? What do I want to do here? I think it's just tapped and pass. I think we're probably dead here. Didn't do a lot. Another Brazen Borrower would be a good draw. We also like need them to brick here. So I need to draw a Spatial or a Brazen Borrower here. Oh, I can take a spell out of their yard to shrink Lava Runner. Yeah, that's super true. I don't know. Yeah, we just kind of died to our mana here, right? So this, yeah, Rampaging Ferocidon gets us there. I would recommend winning more die rolls. I think the matchup's okay. It's possible. I think not having 4 Okos is wrong, believe it or not. For people that have been following Magic. Brazen Borrower felt very good. I've been super happy with Elvish Rejuvenator here. Yeah, Oko like deals with their thing and then gains us life, right? So I think that matchup's like kind of okay. How your mana base, how your draw with your mana ends up lining up is a big deal in that matchup too, just because like if you draw a bunch of coasts and oases, the matchup's harder. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like these 2 cards were good additions. Probably going to lean towards playing this on Friday just because I don't have a lot of time to test if I want to play Friday. I might also just not play Friday. Like, playing in the PTQ is like a 12-hour commitment. That's like a long day. And like, it means not playing deck Q decks. So, I don't know. What would I cut for the 4th Oko? If I knew the answer to that question, I would have played a 4th Oko. So the answer to your question is, I don't know. I'm going to have to sit down and think about it. So I would fit a 4th one in somewhere where the 4th one fits in probably gets determined by sitting down and thinking about what my ins and outs are in sideboard plans and figuring out where I have too many things and where I have not enough, and then cutting accordingly. All right. For our